All right, this is page 87, and we're talking about circles. So circles are a round 2D shape. That means that they're flat. We can't like hold a circle. It can be a circle shape. It doesn't have any edges and it doesn't have any corners. And what it is you've got a center, and a circle is made by a set of points that are the equidistant. That means the same distance from the center to any point on the circle. So what I did was, here's my radius, this pink segment, and then I made all of the yellow ones the exact same distance, the same size as the pink one. And then you can see the points, I connected them, and now I have a circle. So all these points are the same distance, this yellow piece, from the center. Here would be a non-example. The pink one, the yellow, and the orange are not all the same size. That's why you don't get a circle. That would be your non-example. And when we talk about radius, it's the distance from the center to any point on the circle. That's the radius. And then if you did from one point to another point on the circle, that would be the diameter, opposite of it. So circumference is the distance around the circle. You could think about it as perimeter for a circle. And that's why I made a circle, and then I wrote perimeter around it, because circumference is the distance around a circle. And then we've got our formula. It's 2 times pi times r. Pi is a ratio, it's irrational, and so it just continues forever and ever. But we simplified to about 3.14. Area, though, is the inside part. How many squares you would fill the inside of it. Circumference is around the circle. All right, and so we've got some examples here. So here's the formula for circumference. Circumference is 2 times pi times r. R is for the radius. Here we've got it labeled from the center to another point on the circle. And so it's 2, pi is pi, and the radius here is 8. So in place of the r, I write 8. And I'm going to put that in my calculator. Now I could simplify it and say 2 times 8 is 16, and 16 pi. That's one way I could simplify it, but I could also put this in my calculator. So let me show you what that would look like. So you're going to do 2, pi is right here next to the 4, and then you're going to do, what's the radius? Oh, the radius was 8. So there's my answer. That is my circumference, the length around the circle. And I want to say I wrote that down already. Yep. All right, and so for area, so basically pi is pi, 2 is 2. You're just replacing the radius with the one from whatever they tell you the radius is. Pi is pi. R here was 8, so it's going to be pi 8 squared. This is 8 times 8, which is 64 pi. I could also put this in my calculator, and so in my calculator I would do pi. There's pi. That's about 3.14, and then squared, and there you go. There's your area. That's what you're going to do. And then you could do these two. Send it to me, and you'll get extra credit for those two. So that was page 87 and 88. And I'll see you next time. Bye.